team, this is Dr. Tim coming at you guys with Self-Care Saturday. For this Saturday, what we're going to be talking about is thoracic mobility, okay? The thoracic spine is essentially considered your mid-back, okay? So with the thoracic spine, I find with a lot of CrossFitters that it tends to be tight, a little bit restricted in extension, which is kind of bending back this way, and then also in rotation, okay? But good thoracic mobility is really linked to better lifts in terms of our Olympic lifts, as well as gymnastics and even running and different cardio type movements that we do. So if you're noticing some tightness in that thoracic spine, or you just want to improve your thoracic mobility in general to help out with some of those lifts, gymnastics, running, and all that, go ahead and try out these videos and let me know what you think. All right, team, so the first exercise that we're gonna be going over today is one I've gone over before, but one of my favorites for just working on extension of that thoracic spine. So all we're gonna do is I'm gonna scoot over here. We're gonna use our foam roller for this one, okay? What we're gonna do first is we're gonna place that foam roller on the mid-back, keeping the butt down, and we're gonna roll until it's a little bit below the shoulder blades, okay? Now, to make this focused on the thoracic spine, we're gonna tighten our core a little bit and make sure that this area doesn't move. The arms are gonna go back behind the head. Keeping the core tight, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna reach back through our mid-back as far back as is comfortable without arching through the low back, and then we're gonna come back forward, okay? So you're gonna go through about 6 to 8 of those in that spot, then we're gonna roll up a little bit, and you're gonna do the same thing in that area. Okay, team, so the next exercise we're gonna be doing is gonna be go over some thoracic rotation. Great exercise, it's more of an active stretch, okay? So what we're gonna do, again, we're gonna use our foam roller. This time the foam roller is just to keep this top knee in place. So the bottom leg stays straight, top knee comes bent at about 90 degrees here. We're gonna place a little bit of pressure into that roller, just a little bit, so that the knee stays there. Arms are just gonna come out directly to the side. I'm gonna take my top arm, I'm gonna reach that back, keeping the knee down, and I'm gonna reach back towards the floor, okay? Hold for about 3 seconds. We're gonna reach back forward, touch the hand, and then we're gonna reach back again, okay? So every time that we're going back into this, you're thinking about reaching a little bit further back. Do about 10 per side for this one. All right, team, so next exercise we're gonna be doing focused on a little bit of rib brace, thoracic extension, and lat mobility, one of my favorites, okay? We're gonna scoot over onto our back again. Biggest key to this exercise is to keep our rib cage braced down like we wanna do for lifts, and then a slight tuck of the pelvis, low back flat against the ground. We're gonna grip the PVC pipe. What we're gonna do is we're gonna grip about shoulder width, reach those arms back as far as we can towards the ground, hold that stretch for a little bit, keeping that low back flat, and then back forward. If you want it to be a little bit tougher, flip underhand and go through that same motion, okay? What I recommend is going through about 10 of those, and if you want and you need just a little bit more mobility and you like the stretch, feel free to go through about 2 sets of 10 of that exercise, just keeping that low back flat and keeping that rib cage braced down. Okay, team, so kind of like a little bit of a bonus exercise here. This one's a little bit more intense than some of the other ones, so if you want to try it out, feel free, especially if you want to work on that thoracic rotation. I'm going to step back a little bit for this one, okay? Now, you can't see my feet here, but I'm going to describe what's going on. My feet are about hip width apart. I'm going to take that PVC pipe, I'm going to place it about 8 to 10 inches in front of my right foot, because I'm doing the right side, and then move it out another 6 inches out to the right, okay? Now, I'm going to have my right hand on top, left hand on bottom. First part of the motion is to unlock the knees, and we're gonna hip hinge back, keeping the back flat. From there, I'm gonna take the dowel, I'm gonna rotate and press out to the side, okay? Hold for a good 3 to 5 seconds, bring it back in, come back up, okay? So what I recommend for that exercise is to do about 10 per side. Again, just making sure you're not pushing that motion too hard.